Stock market 2018, foreign purchasing power surges. And Vietnam tourism prospects for 2018 in our crosstalk. Hello there, you're tuning into another edition of BizLine on VTV International. I'm Hoàng Hằng, and let's now take a look at some economic news making headlines over the past week. We begin with the stock scenes. In the first 2 months of the year, the volume of foreign currency poured into Vietnam's stock market has exceeded the $1 billion figure. In particular, foreign investors have poured $55.4 billion into the Vietnamese stock market, which is equivalent to 40% of the net purchase of 2017. Market liquidity is also high, with an average value of $352 million per session. According to the leaders of a number of asset management companies, Vietnam is considered a value point for attracting foreign capital flow. However, hot and fast inflow can also flow out quickly. Agroforestry and seafood export are estimated to reach $2.6 billion in February, bringing a 2-month total export value of the year to $6.1 billion. This is up 30.2% year-on-year, according to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. In the review period, agroforestry and seafood products reported strong export growth, with agricultural products growing by 27.8%, seafood by 29.5%, and forestry products by 28.5%, and by 101% of other products. An Australian working group visited Vietnam from Monday to Friday to inspect Vietnam's shrimp production chain used for its export to the country. The specialists focus on seafood disease prevention and supervision and quarantines licensing. They also visited labs responsible for testing diseases on exported shrimps and shrimp farm. Last year, Australia stopped importing processed shrimp and uncooked shrimp products due to disease concerns. The country then applied stricter standards on shrimp products. Vietnam's seafood export hit a record high of $3.8 billion last year, and Australia is one of the largest markets for Vietnam's shrimp products. Gold products were sold out at a number of stores amid a sharp increase in customers' demand compared to previous days during the God of Wealth Day on February the 25th. In addition to additional products such as figurines representing the God of Wealth and those inscribed with the words Phúc or happiness, Lộc, prosperity, Tài, wealth, and Thọ, longevity. Gold companies have also launched a variety of other items featuring dog images to mark the Year of the Dog. High demand for gold products on the God of Wealth Day also pushed selling price for gold upwards. At Bảo Tín Minh Châu Jewelry Joint Stock Company, the selling price of SJC gold peaked at $1,675 per tael early in the day, an increase of $1.76 compared to previous day. On Tuesday, a discussion on the expansion of Tân Sơn Nhất International Airport was held with the participation of the Ministries of Transport, Defense and ADPI, the French airport engineering company that has carried out an independent survey on the Tân Sơn Nhất Airport plan. This plan, however, will require 70 hectares of land for defense purposes. Participants at the event also stressed the need to consider the operations of airlines and the infrastructures surrounding the airport, especially the traffic and sewage systems. ADPI's proposed plan is an independent opinion. In the coming time, the Ministry of Transport and related state agencies will have to carry out additional procedures before the plan is finalized. Uber and Grab applications will continue to be piloted. Deputy Prime Minister Trịnh Đình Dũng has decided to continue the pilot program for the ride-sharing apps until the decree on business conditions of automobile business, replacing Decree number 86/2014, is issued and put into effect. The Deputy Prime Minister assigned the Ministry of Transport to study and receive the opinions of ministries and agencies and to fully assess the pilot period. Strict and fair competitiveness between transport businesses must also be ensured. At the same time, the Ministry of Transport needs to review and complete the aforementioned draft decree and submit it to the Prime Minister before March the 31st. Those are some news making headlines in the economic scene. Up next, we will look into Vietnam's tourism wins, existing challenges and future prospects in our crosstalk. Good news for the Vietnam tourism sector as the number of foreign visitors in January alone increased sharply by 42% over the same period in 2017. The achievement added to existing success of the sector last year. Vietnam's buoyant tourism was also singled out as a major contributor to the services sector's surge, as well as to Vietnam's impressive 6.81% GDP growth. With the achievements gained in 2017 and fresh momentum in 2018, what is Vietnam's tourism industry setting its eyes on next? Bizline this week tries to find out. First off, let's review the sector's highlight in the early month of 2018.
In January, international visitors to Vietnam increased significantly. In particular, the number of visitors from South Korea increased by 84% over the same period last year, followed by China. European visitors also increased by nearly 23%.
I think people are very friendly and there's a lot of things to do, especially around Hanoi. The temperature is very nice.
I feel very safely here and I like the architecture, the buildings and the food.
According to experts, there are many reasons for the impressive increase in the number of foreign visitors to the country.
Việc đầu tiên là cái tính mùa vụ, bởi vì những tháng này là tháng cao điểm để khách nước ngoài vào Việt Nam. Về cứ hàng năm thì những tháng này là tháng cao điểm nhất. Vấn đề mấu chốt của chúng ta là ngoài tính mùa vụ ra thì Việt Nam của chúng ta những thời gian gần đây hay trong năm 2017 chúng ta đã đưa ra chiến lược hành động rất cụ thể mà cái này là chủ trương của chính phủ.
Positive numbers at the beginning of the year are considered a good sign for this year's development.
We'll discuss tourism, the gains, existing challenges, as well as future prospects with our guest today, Mr. Đinh Ngọc Đức, Director of the Marketing Department under the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism. Thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Okay, first of all, the number of international arrivals to Vietnam in January increased by 42%, which is a sharp increase. What are the underlying reasons for such growth, in your opinion?
From our point of view, several underlying reasons for that. Number one, we come back to the global stage. Last year, the whole world, the number of tourists also increased very sharp, 8%, highest in recent 7 years. Number second is that Vietnam is now emerging destinations for tourists from all over the world. We have a lot of policy which facilitate very easily for tourists to come. Last year, our government launched the e-visa for the first time, so very convenient for them to apply visa for Vietnam. We extend the visa exemption for 5 countries in European countries, UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain. That is also very positive point to encourage them to visit Vietnam. And you see that more convenient airlines directly from Vietnam to the other source market within the regions. We also have the more and more connection between Vietnam and neighboring countries. Connect Vietnam and Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia. So we can attract tourists who visit Thailand, Singapore and those other countries also connect to Vietnam. Yes, of course, in internal factors, we can see that all stakeholders in tourism industry, they have a very good efforts and investment for tourism, products development, promotional.
What opportunities await the tourism industry for Vietnam with such optimistic start in 2018?
I think we still look and we see that more opportunities for us. for tourism industry in Vietnam. UNWTO, they forecast that the whole world this year expects that tourist flow can increase about 5%, so still increasing. And all the main source market for us is still very good sign, like European countries, like America, like North Asia. Number two is that on the policy, I mentioned those policy can ease more for tourists to come to Vietnam. And we think that more investment from private sector also for a lot of projects, a lot of products, and promotional still there. And PPP, we think that can keep on, so very good way to improve our products, our environment, still safety and security, very friendly people, very good food, and above all the promotional activities still. So we think that we can see the opportunities, and we can see that we can expect more development, more tourists to come to Vietnam.
2017 is considered a successful year for Vietnam tourism industry. So what were some highlights for last year, and how can we build on the existing success in your opinion?
Last year we received almost 13 million international arrivals, increased almost 30%. That is the highest growth rate. We can see that. For domestic, we also have the highest one, is the 73 million domestic tourists. We create the 23 billion US dollar from tourist expenditures. Tourism can contribute almost 7% to GDP. Very good figures. You can see that if you look around Vietnam, a lot of hotels, a lot of resorts built and put into operations. That's why last year we received quite a number of awards from international organizations. Vietnam is Asia best golf destinations, Asia best spa destinations, and Intercontinental in Da Nang, Marriott in Phu Quoc awarded as the leading accommodation establishment in the world. So we are very proud of that, and we think that last year a very successful story of Vietnam tourism industry.
To continue the success of 2017, according to experts, Vietnam needs further tourism strategies. According to research from travel agencies, each type of tourist has their own taste, which also changes from time to time. Recently, the most pronounced change is that tourists want new and unique experiences instead of just visiting popular destinations. Besides leisure travel, meetings, incentives, conventions and events, or MICE tourism has become a trend.
Leisure travel is great, but a little bit of adventure is even better. We enjoy trying different foods and experiencing different cultures, and Vietnam is certainly giving us that so far.
Tourists are combining their holiday with business. They come to a place to enjoy famous beauty spots and at the same time to do research about the local market or industrial zones to find cooperation opportunities.
According to experts, travel agents need to adjust tourism products and services to different segments of tourists.
Khách Âu Mỹ họ có nhiều thời gian và thông thường những chuyến đi của họ sẽ kéo dài khoảng 10-20 ngày, thậm chí là 30 ngày. Thì chúng ta cần phát triển những cái chương trình dài và họ cũng cần tìm kiếm những cái chương trình gần gũi với thiên nhiên và gần gũi với con người Việt Nam hơn. Đối với khách châu Á thì họ lại có cái thời gian du lịch ngắn hơn, nhưng mỗi năm họ lại có thể đi du lịch nhiều lần. Vì vậy là đối với khách Á thì tôi nghĩ rằng chúng ta cần có những sản phẩm ngắn ngày.
Whilst the private sector is doing a lot to increase the quality of the experiences that are on offer, there's still a lot of work to be done in making guests feel welcome in the country as a whole, and things that the government are doing are really helping with that. Things like the pedestrianisation of Wan Kiem district up the road, several tourist hotlines where people can report incidents.
With many favorable policies from the government and strategic development plans of businesses, Vietnam's tourism is expected to attract a record high number of foreign tourists in 2018.
Now, what kind of tourism products seem to attract a lot of foreign visitors to Vietnam?
It's a hard question for me. Why? Because as you know that Vietnam have everything. We have a beach, we have mountain, we have river, we have delta, we have everything, people, food. So we can satisfy every demand from tourists. But anyways, at recent time, we focus on 4 categories of products. Number 1 is beach. Number 2 is the culture. Number 3 is the ecotourism. Number 4 is the city break, which include a lot of enjoyment and MICE products. We think that the leisure products should be the long-term focus for us to see. And the cuisine, one of our strong point for selling. I never seen any tourist complain about the Vietnamese cuisine. Always says that wonderful, very good. We would like to tell the story. The cuisine is culture. Every dish is one story. Why? Because you see, we have long countries. We have every region. They have their own cuisines, and the cuisine indicate or showcase the lifestyle.
Inbound tourists are a big contributing factor to Vietnam's success story. So how can we accommodate them by changing our products, improving our products and services in the tourism sector?
Yes, I think Vietnam, like every country, always focus on the inbound. That is our strategy and the other countries' strategies. And we would like to look at a very broad view on the tourism products. Some people say that tourism product, it means that hotels, it means that food or some entertainment activities. But for me, tourism products can combine from the entry visas, the airlines, transportations, cuisines, accommodations, transportation, and everything. Because of the tourists, they come here. They need everything. And every experience combined to become the products. So it means that we have to take care of everything, from safety, security, try to have the facilitation policy by visa. We try to have very convenient air links. And for tourism, we have very good resorts and products, food, and above all is the people.
Industry 4.0, with many digital technology applications, has contributed significantly to the tourism sector. Industry players understand the need to develop tourism products based on IT. One such example is My Hanoi, a mobile application that acts as a virtual travel assistant. It offers a digital map of Hanoi where travelers can plan their own trip by searching basic travel information, upcoming events, or flight schedules.
Các khách sạn, các nhà nghỉ có thể là quảng bá các cái thông tin của mình trên mạng, trên cổng portal của Sở Du lịch với cái độ kiểm chứng tốt hơn và tin cậy hơn đối với khách hàng. Rồi có thể các doanh nghiệp kết hợp với nhau để xây dựng tích hợp thành những cái sản phẩm liên kết.
Thăng Long Hanoi Heritage Preservation Center has also developed an application that provides all kinds of information about Thăng Long Imperial Citadel. Besides introducing sight within the citadel, the app also provides visitors with explanations and videos of tour guides for them to listen and to watch.
Chỉ cần vài giây ở mọi lúc, mọi nơi và tất cả mọi người ở trên thế giới có thể cập nhật và có thể tìm kiếm những cái thông tin giới thiệu, và từ đó thì nó có thể góp phần quảng bá cho di sản Hoàng thành Thăng Long rộng rãi hơn.
Besides promoting Vietnam's tourism and providing visitors with unique experiences, applying IT to tourism has provided travel companies management system.
Công nghệ thông tin thì giúp cho chúng ta tiếp cận với khách hàng dễ hơn, rồi chúng ta có thể quản lý được tour, quản trị được tour, thậm chí là toàn bộ các cái phần mềm như hiện nay, các cái thao tác của nhân viên, kể cả là các bộ phận kinh doanh, bộ phận kế toán, rồi các bộ phận điều hành, bộ phận hướng dẫn viên đều sử dụng trên máy tính hết. Và như vậy nó link với nhau thì công tác quản lý rất là dễ dàng và thuận lợi.
Apart from being listed as one of the world's fastest growing tourism destinations and the fastest growing one in Asia, Vietnam is also a country with fast growing mobile internet technology. That makes it a good environment to boost smart tourism for many regions in the coming time.
Now, what are the recent trends in tourism product development in response to Industrial Revolution 4.0 in your opinion?
So no one can escape from that kind of trend. So tourism industry also, we have to accept it. We have to make use of that to become the more competitive, more attractive to tourists. So we think that for promotion activities, we have to consider what kind of channel to distribute our informations, to introduce our products to the tourists, and how we can make tourists more convenient to search informations, to looking for package tourists, and to book the products. That's why we focus now, recently we focus on the e-marketing. Of course, we cannot ignore the other channel, but we focus more and more on e-marketing. And then more and more mobile app, so that only by mobile, tourists can find informations, can see what kind of products we can provide, and then they can book. They can book on part of the package or full package tour. So we work with the business communities, travel agents, tour operators. We work with destinations, how we can build up that kind of informations, how they can build up a convenient way to tourists. They can search informations, and how we can promote, how we can provide informations easily, fully, very attractive, very successful to them.
As you mentioned before, the Industrial Revolution 4.0 is rapidly changing the tourism industry. How can Vietnam cope with such rapid change?
I think every country, every people have the way to adapt, the way to make use of that. We don't want to make everything as merchants. Why? Because when as tourists, they would like to have the very wonderful experience. It means that they still need our people. So one way we try to make use of the very modern technologies, but the other way we still keep the traditional way to showcase our cultures, to showcase our hospitalities. So that is the way we do. We try to make use of the technologies, how to channel the information to the tourists, and how tourists can find information, can book to the tour. But they come here, we like them to enjoy culture, enjoy the exchange, interaction between the tourists and the local culture, local people. Our country is safety and security. We take care of them. That is the way we do. Make sure that is a very good experience for tourists.
The Hanoi Department of Tourism has worked with the U.S. cable news network, or CNN, since 2017, with 56 productions made so far. According to a CNN survey, 62% of its viewers watched the Hanoi tourism campaign, and 43% remembered the promotional videos. This year, CNN will continue to broadcast 30-second clips on Hanoi's tourism and create a program targeting destinations in the city that is scheduled to be aired in June. Besides TV promotional campaigns, Vietnam has also sought opportunities at international tourism fairs. Vietnam joined two big events last month: the Brussels Holiday Fair in Belgium and the International Travel and Tourism Trade Show, or SATE 2018 in New Delhi, India. Vietnam was also recognized by big tourism organizations and international media. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, Vietnam ranked 6th in the top 10 fastest growing tourist destinations in the world and was at the top of this list for the Asia region. American business magazine Forbes also ranked Vietnam among the most affordable destinations to visit in 2017.
Now, in recent years, Vietnam has run campaign on international media in order to promote its tourism industry. Has it created an impact for the sector, in your opinion?
Yes. Tourism products are different from the other products. We cannot bring our products to the tourists, but we only can invite them come here to enjoy our products. So it means that we have to provide information it means that we have to make use of the media. But for the promotion activities, we have several kind of way. For the media, they can provide the general information about destinations, about products, raising awareness about the how attractiveness of Vietnam. And we also have the other channel, like a website, to sell the products to them. So we have to make use of different channels, including the media channel.
Now, of course, Vietnam needs a strategic and long-term plan to develop its tourism. With the success of the promotion campaign on international media and also in foreign press, what are the next steps for Vietnam's tourism industry?
We think that we have to diversify the tools for promotions. So we have to consider to use the media. We have to participate in the tourism trade shows. We have to organize road shows. We have to invite farm trips. We invite tour operators, travel agents, and media from foreign countries to Vietnam. So we make use of every channel to showcase our products, to channel our information about our products to the tourists. And e-marketing, a very important tool for us, is for a very strategic way. E-marketing includes, we develop the very nice, very good website. We make use of the social media. We make use of the mobile apps and also international media, as mentioned before.
Now, the last question, Vietnam has set a target to receive from 15 to 17 million foreign arrivals in 2018 alone, which is about 2 to 5 million more than last year, right? Yeah. That is a big number. Yeah. So, do you think this is a feasible target for Vietnam?
Why not? Because when we plan for that, we have to strive for that. But we believe we can do that. Because last year we have a very successful story. We have very good conditions. We receive very good policy from government. We get a lot of projects now invested in big projects. And we also have very good plan for promotions. The PPP, as I mentioned, are very important. Now we kick off the public-private partnerships. We can make use of that, so that we believe and we try for that kind of targets. Tourism, very, how can I say, very vulnerable sector. So we have to make sure that our countries, our destinations, still in safety and security. Very good connections, airlines, transportation convenient, and cultures, the food, the cuisine, and above all is the people, still very hospitable and always welcome tourists to come. That is very good, very important factor for tourism industry to make another successful story.
Well, once again, thank you for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Vietnam's tourism industry has wasted no time this year to promote tourism performance. The sector has organized promotional activities for foreign visitors since the beginning of 2018. The attempt to turn Vietnam into a safe and friendly destination while developing the quality of services will go a long way in improving the impression of Vietnam's tourism in 2018. Observers maintain an optimistic outlook for the country's tourism sector this year. And that wraps up this edition of BizLine. In the meantime, you can log on to vtv4.vn, our YouTube channel at VTV4Go for more of our programs and updates. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode of BizLine. Thanks for tuning in and goodbye for now.